Hello guys, welcome back to Photographics Academy. Alright, so today I'm going to walk you through how to actually use Kumoo and do a proper studio retouching. This is this image originally, and this is the final result. So today I'm going to be walking you step-by-step video guide on how you can use Kumoo to retouch your studio images and give it an amazing effect. Right from the scale retouching to the color grading, masking of the background and all of that. Like I said initially, this is the original image and this is the final result. So to be able to show you exactly what I did, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset everything and start right afresh. So this is your reset button here. Once you click on it, you're going to reset every single thing you have done inside your Kumoo. So let's wait for it. So now the reset is done. We look at the image. If I'm pressing the before and after, nothing is actually showing because it's back to the way it was originally. So the first thing I'm going to do on this image is to crop it with my social media sites 4x5. Keep it all around here, right? And press enter. Now I need to make few adjustments to the lightning. So first of all, I want to add some brightness to the image. I'm going to push up the exposure a little bit. Then add some contrast. Reduce the highlight. Bring it back to the drive at the cap. Add a little contrast again. Now, if you look at the image, you can decide to actually use the color like this. If you're someone that loves very warm tones and all of that. But I feel the background, number one, is too bright. I need to darken it down a little so that we'll be having that separation from the background. And to do that, you go up to the locale. Then you have your person, background, and cursor. So these are the masking options you have. So if I click on the background, everything I'm doing will stay only on the background. If I click on the person, everything I'm doing will stay only on the person. So remember, we want to darken down the background a little. So click on the background, from down to exposure, and push it down. So you see the way the image is standing out. But I feel it's too warm. Like I said initially, it is still personal preference. You can decide to work with your own warmth or with the original color of your background, but I feel mine is too warm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my saturation and bring it down. So once you bring it down like this, you'll notice that the image is now looking unrealistic because how can the picture itself be warm and the background is cool? It means the lightning, something is wrong with it. So to correct that, just go back to your global, go to your white balance, and just create a global cooling effect. So once you do that global cooling, it immediately brings the skin tone back to something relatable. Now, you notice that initially we had a reddish eye a little, but now we have something quite light. But if you still feel your eye is not as clean as you want it to be, just go to the person, go to the plus icon here, select your eye scalar, and just desaturate it. Saturate it, and you will get your white eye. This is the before, this is the after. Now, I think I still need a little contrast from my image. So I'll go to all person and just add some contrast to her. Like this. We don't be able to create that separation and that dimension. So now if you look at the image, the first place your eye goes is the image itself, not the background, but initially it was the background. So all we need to do now is to go to our retouching category and of course start all the way from the top. So first of all, our blemish, let's take care of it. So come over here, we'll remove the acne for the body, acne for the face. Remove that of the body as well, body blemishes. And if you feel like this highlight here are too much, you can just use your mat and I'm going to bring it down. But I do not feel it's too much, so I'm going to do the paint at the end of the screen. So the next thing to do now is to also check if you have dark circle, your eyebrows. I'm going to fix it using the slider over here. I do not want to affect her my line or her cheek line. So I'm going to leave the eyebrow and I'm going to meet the cheek line and also the smiler. But I feel the lips can, smoothen out a little. So we'll do this. And she does not have a double chin. Even if she does, I wouldn't remove it because I want it to still look realistic. And that's basically all we'll do around blemish removal. Yeah, we'll move down to the touch. But before we do that, I'll have to restore the face with focus repair because I noticed the face is out of focus just a little. So turn it up to bring sharpness and detail and focus back to the face before we move ahead with the proper skin retouch. Alright, so once that is done, go down to your skin retouching category. Now the first thing to do, of course, my frequency separator. So I'm going to turn it all the way to 100. And now I need to determine exactly what I want. Do I want more detailed or very smooth face? Right? I think I would want a little details here because I still have my AI text top of it. Use and restore detail path. I just wouldn't want to use high pass to do that so that I won't do the smoothness that this brings. Then go to your neutral gray leveling and just do your micro dot and bond to even out the skin tone the more. Then of course my neutral gray contour to bring my dynamic from back. Then a little bit of skin refinement. So this one over here is for the body, like we said in the previous video. This is a new update. So if you turn on your high frequency for your frequency separator for the body, you will notice we have the low frequency and the high frequency. So you can decide, okay, I want more detailed, blue clip all the way to the top. I still put this up to irritate, to sharpness. If you want absolute smoothness, just bring this down, and it will give you a very smooth skin, which is what I want. Now, I need to brighten up the skin tone a little bit. When I'm done with the skin retouching, I need to brighten up the skin tone a little bit, increase your brightness and a little bit of your whitening. Then I'm noticing that the face and the leg is not exactly matching in skin tone. So I'll come down here and just put up my skin tone balance for multiple. That's the only one I'm going to touch it. I will not be using any of these two. And we are good to go. So if you want to add even a color grading, you can push up your temperature or even bring it down. Give it a rosy tone. So I'm going to keep it somewhere around here. But I'm not going to be touching any of this, so that I will have a clean image at the end of the day. If you touch here, it comes through reddish. Or you can actually use your brush to whiten it, to lighten the skin tone up a little and now bring it down. Just a very subtle adding with it. We'll look the back, and I think I like the result. So let's go down to our hair. Of course, remove the hair. Improve the hair parts, then remove the stray hair. And maybe, of course, soften the hair a little bit. Can that choose any color, but I'm not going to be putting the color of the hair. Next thing is to enhance my makeup. Yeah. I'll come to my enhanced eyebrow, very important. Then enhance eye makeup, do the same thing for shadow. I don't think I'm touching the highlight because I have a lot of highlight already. Enhance lip makeup, the little bit of the blur. So if you also want to maybe improve the makeup around the eye, you can come over here to have the eye smile, we'll have the contrast. Let's see what a contrast, a brown contrast is for us. Of course, we need to bring it down. Beautiful. Okay, so we'll have the eye smile, we'll have the eyeliner. It wouldn't be bad at all. Bring it down a bit. We'll have the contour, which I will not be using my image properly contoured already. We'll have the blush, we'll have the highlight, we'll have the lip gloss. I think I'll be putting more like a nude color, then bring it down. Then we'll have the eyelashes. You need more eyelash on your image, which we might want to put up something very tiny. Then we'll have makeup. If you want to add some artifacts to have it, all those tiny kind of, makeup showing up on the paper. No one use that, I'll do not. And that is it. So the last thing we'll do is the body adjustment. So I'll come down to my body, select model. So it just gives her the shape of a model. And maybe improve it a little bit. Now, to even make things look even more beautiful, we'll go to the clothes and, iron out her dress. Give us a very clean, properly arranged dress. And once that's done, go back to my lightning adjustment, go to global, cover all the way down to details. I want to add some vignetting to the image. So add some vignetting and drag it close to the center area. And of course, if you have any other thing you want to improve, maybe the photo sharpening, can actually just add more sharpness to your image. Like that, you can as well sharpen the background if you want to. But I don't think that would be a good idea for my background. You're really looking, quite fast. Well, you see, perfectly okay for what I want. Unit. So I think the portrait sharpening is messing up my retouching. I'm going to go back and remove that. Portrait sharpening, messing the portrait up. Okay, perfect. It works for me. So this is the overall before and after of the image. This is 34. This is the after. This is the before. This is the after. This is how you can use Kumoo to do your full video retouching, and you'll get very amazing results. I think this is very amazing also. So if you're wondering exactly how you can gain access to Kumoo and also use it in your own workflow, it's very, very simple. Go to the description of this video. You will see the link. Click on the link where you can, on the link rather, you can download the Kumoo software in either your window or your PC. And of course, when you download, Kumoo gives you 5 credits to use our test software and give you 30% bonus when you top up your credit using our promo code, which you will find also in the description of the video. One more time, thank you for watching this amazing video. Please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you subscribe, click on the bell to get notified every single time we drop a new video. Until then, see you on the next vlog.